For facial expression, if you're gonna use my workflow, you want to make sure you have a non-overlapping UV. Okay, it's mandatory. Otherwise, some of the functionalities will not work, and the rig will look ugly without that. Okay, so make sure you have that. If you don't, ask the modeler or the texturing artist to make that arc. Okay, so first thing first, let's fix the weighting of the head, which shouldn't take long. I will just go pen scan weight, okay, and grab the head. Just to make the head take care of the top part. The entire top part should belongs to the head. Okay. If you're not sure, you can go grab all the vertices. Okay. Maybe not those. And then go pen skin weight. It's gonna be underneath rigging skin pen skin weight. You want to use the manual one. Okay, and then go flat to 1. That's gonna flatten to 1. Okay, and then pen skin weight, smooth, flat it a couple times just to smooth the weighting of the head. Okay, that should fix most of the problem. Okay, the eye joint shouldn't have any weighting on the face. Okay, so what we can do is go grab the eye and then use replace value 0 and then flat it. That way the eye will not have any weighting on it. I'm sure the other eye doesn't have any weighting already. Okay, cool. So now it's clean. Okay, so for the eyebrow, I'm gonna go grab a loop, half of the loop like this for the eyebrow, and then go to, because it's not symmetrical, I cannot grab the other side. Otherwise, I will grab an entire loop from the left to all the way to the right. Let's go to modify, convert polygon edge to curve. It's gonna create a curve for you, and then you can just Alt Shift D to delete the history. Okay, and then you can grab some of the vertices, like those. Use soft selection and make it flatter. It's easier to control. Same thing on this side. I don't want it to be. Maybe I can delete that one. Just reshape the curve to a fairly flat curve, but it's allowed to have some curvature if that's how the eyebrow looks like. Okay, I'm gonna go Control D to duplicate it and then scale it -1 on the X, just to have a mirror to the other side. You don't have to do this if you have created a entire loop across the eyebrow. Mine is asymmetrical, so I have to do that. Now for this one, you want to go to modeling, curve, and then reverse direction, and then you can do a attach to combine them together into one curve, and then you can delete the original ones, and that way you end up with one curve. Okay. And then you want to go for curve and then rebuild. Let's rebuild it with non-spans. I think that's good enough, but you can always try more or less. Okay, non-spans. Okay, good enough for me to reshape the eyebrow. Yeah, there's one more there. Alright, now I'm gonna duplicate this model one more time, this curve one more time, center pivot, and drag it down. So I have 2 loops of curve. The reason for that is because I'm gonna set up ribbon. and they're perfect to use curve to create a loft surface like that. If you don't like the direction, which shouldn't matter, you can select them in a different order and you will have the face facing forward. When that is done, you can then delete the original two curves and leaving you only one nervous. Okay, that's gonna be the first step. Create a nervous across the eyebrow. Okay, cool. Then the next step will be creating joints for the ribbon. So you can grab the nervous and then use my little plugin called the JT controller toolset. Let's dock it. Let's close out the different portions, and then all we need is the create ribbon portion. Okay, the band joint count will be how many joints you want to create to bend with the model, and in this case you want to count how many loops you have across the eyebrow. In this case I think I have 11 on this side. It should be 11 on the other side and 1 in the middle. Maybe that's the middle one. So 25 I guess. Okay, 25. And then control joint counts, I think 25 might be too much. Let's lower it down to half of it, or I don't know, 15. Okay, so 7 on one side, another 7 on the other side, and then 1 in the middle. That way one joint is taking care of 2 loops maybe. You can always, you know, distribute them later. The control joint count will be how many controllers you want to have. In this case, I want 4 on left side, 4 on the right side, and 1 in the middle, so I will end up with none. And then the ribbon name will be the eyebrow. Direction doesn't matter. Check out kick curve and check use nervous and check parent to hierarchy. That will be you want to define a hierarchy or the parent here by selecting the head joint and then press that little button to assign the head joint to the parent joint. And create controllers has to be on to have controllers, and then you can define the shape of the controller here in the create controller section. And we're gonna go for spheres, and the radius will be something like 0.3, and then you use connection as the control method. And that should be everything. Okay, grab the I know it's a little bit complicated, but it's gonna do everything for you. Grab the nervous and then create ribbon. Okay, it's gonna create the ribbon for you, and there will be a group. Okay, and then you have the ribbon nervous already renamed. You have the joint. For the controllers, you have the follicles, which you shouldn't need to touch it at all. So let's grab all 3 of those and then Control H to add those, just only leaving you the controllers. Okay, if the controller is a bit bigger, you can do it. What you can do is grab the controller and then grab the group of the controller and then Control 1 to isolate it, and then grab all the spheres and go to the make sphere nervous and then change the radius here and leave that for you to tweak it. Tweak the shape, and when you're happy, Alt Shift D to delete the history. Okay. Alright. Now you have a ribbon, set it up. It will work exactly like a ribbon. You can see now when I drag the controller, the binding joints there will form a nice curve. If you grab the binding joint and then look for it, they're going to be parented to the head joint, which is what we want. We want a single joint chain. That's why we do this parent to hierarchy method. Okay, that's it. So that's the setup of the eyebrow ribbon, and it's already 11 minutes. So I'm gonna finish this part, and in the next one we're gonna do the weight painting for the eyebrow, and probably more controllers. Okay, so see you next time.